Live from the minivan, it's Saturday night. That may be the worst intro I have ever done. By the way, I apologize if it seems I'm not looking directly at the camera because there is a really bright light shining at me. But I am in the minivan and I am doing driveway camping, driveway surfing at a friend's house in another state. Now, if you're kind of new to all this, you may not know what driveway surfing is. So basically, it's you being parked in a friend or a relative's driveway. Now, there are advantages to this, many advantages to this. Once you understand that your friends and relatives probably won't understand what you're doing or why you prefer to do it this way. So we'll get into all of that. First of all, its basic level, driveway camping or driveway surfing is basically using your van or RV and having it parked in their driveway or yard. Now, it may be convenient to pull some electricity over, run an extension cord out. It may not. But I can do this in either vehicle. I'm glad to have the minivan back on the road for some of these trips. Now, as far as why you may want to do this, one, you inconvenience your friends and family a whole lot less. Sometimes you're going to see people that maybe you haven't seen in a lot of years. And this lifestyle gives you the ability to do that. They're going to be in and out. They're going to have things to do. They're, going to be working some days possibly. And you can do your thing, come back, hang with them when they have time and it's convenient for them. Run around with them when it's convenient for them. And the rest of the time, you can simply go back to your vehicle. Now, I have stayed a week at friends' houses before when I have been traveling to different areas before I got into this. And I would hope that I was a good house guest. I tried to be. But it's just something odd about being in someone else's home, especially when they aren't there. So that's the first thing that's an advantage to doing this in a minivan or a full-size van or camper van, RV, whatever you happen to have, is you're not inconveniencing them. You don't have that weird feeling you're not in their house necessarily when they're not there. It gives you some place to go to have some privacy. It lets them have some privacy so they don't feel like they have to entertain you every minute of every day. If they have something else to do or somewhere else they need to go, something they need to take care of, they can do it, and you have your own little space out here to do whatever it is that you want to do. And you can come and relax or read or watch movies on the Kindle like I do or whatever it is. So that's one advantage. Another advantage is simply that we're not all on the same sleep schedule. You may be visiting somebody that has to get up early to go to work. Or maybe they are a light sleeper. Maybe they go to bed earlier than you do. And then you're in a situation, if you're in their home, of trying to go around, not make any noise. If you have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you trip over their cat, you want something to drink and you're trying to ease through the house and into the refrigerator without making noise. I guarantee no matter how careful you are, you're going to wake them up. That's just natural. That's human nature because they aren't used to having other people rumbling around in their house. And a lot of times, every little sound you make, no matter how careful you try to be, you're simply going to be waking them up. So when you have your own space out in their driveway or in their yard, it comes time for them to call it a night. They don't have to feel bad about it. They're not having to put you to bed. They're not having to worry about you getting up in the middle of the night to do things because you have everything you need out here. Whenever you see them the next morning and it's time to get together and do something, you can do it. There's just so many advantages for me, at least I feel, to be able to do it this way rather than when I would have to go in and crash on somebody. Now, I'd like to hear your opinions, those of you that have done something like this, and those of you that have had the other experience of going and staying with friends and relatives for a few days at a time or what have you. And if you've had that experience, think about how much different it would be to have this experience and be self-contained and have everything you need. Now, depending on the weather, and in both vehicles, I actually have a way to take a shower. I'm not going to stand out in their yard in front of their neighbors and do that, but I could run down to a city park or whatever and be able to do my thing. And, if there's nobody around and it's the daytime, all the neighbors are at work or whatever, I could still throw something up there and kind of do my thing and nobody would even notice. Sometimes depending on the weather, it's cold. It may be more convenient, but to use their shower, and I'll do that sometimes. But I'm still not putting them out for everything that I need. It just seems to go smoother. Everybody seems more relaxed. They seem more relaxed. I know I'm more relaxed because I'm not feeling like I'm a burden to whoever that I'm staying with. Now, something else you do have to realize about this, though, is most people that you're going to encounter, your friends, your family, and you're into this new lifestyle of traveling around in a van for short periods of time or long periods of time or trips or whatever it is, they're not used to this. They can't figure out why you don't want to, one, go to a hotel and spend $100 a night, unless you're so poor that you just can't, in which case they feel bad for you and think you've hit the skids, or they can't understand why you don't want to take them up on all their hospitality and stay in their guest room and make use of everything they have. It's abnormal to them, and anything that's abnormal to someone, you're going to get a little bit of an odd reaction from, and you'll find out that unless your friends or relatives are big into camping and things, they just don't understand it. They cannot understand why I would rather come out here to the van and do my thing and watch my Kindle and read my book and do my thing, rather than be in their guest room or hanging out on their couch after they go to bed, channel surfing on their television. It's going to take a little bit of salesmanship on your part sometimes, or a few days of them experiencing it to even understand why you would possibly want to do this way. In this situation right now, I'm at a friend's. We've been hanging out all day. We went and saw some other friends. I made a couple of new friends through this friend, which was nice. And I have a friend that, he has a little work thing he has to do, a little conference thing going on here late. I'm able to come out here and do my thing. Once I'm done talking to you, I'm going to hang out, read a little bit. He'll come get me when he's done. We may run out somewhere else tonight, whatever. But again, I'm not in his way, inconveniencing him. He can do his thing. He doesn't have to worry about what I'm doing or am I entertained or all the things that happens when you have house guests. So try to keep this video a little bit short. Maybe you learn something that you didn't know before, something that'll help you out with your travels. Any questions you have, be sure to put down in the comment section. At the end of this video and down in the description, you'll also find links to other recent videos you may have missed. Let me know what's on your mind, what I can do to help you out, and we'll talk soon.